It's Sunday evening. You've given me 3 questions. Gerann only fair I answer with 3 answers to those questions. Sounds like a good deal. And it's a Gerann special. It's a Gerann. Now, I'm going to try and keep this as short as possible because I seem to be coming down with some sort of head cold at the moment and a minor tickled sore throat. So if this one appears brief, rushed, call it what you will, it's mainly because my voice just won't be able to take it for too long. So apologies in full, but I got to understand my needs. His first question. If you have to go back in time, we're doing one of those again, are we? Would you have supported WCW just as WWF, WWE as well? And Oni's going there thinking, why must you keep doing that? I probably would have. Because seeing the Monday Night War DVD that came out in 2004, as I seem to recall, because I actually won that in a competition. Yay! The WCW were doing a lot of things differently and much better than what WWF was doing at the time, because it was Bischoff and the NWO that made Vince McMahon change tactics, which brought in the Attitude Era. So, if it wasn't for WCW, we would never have had Austin, Rock, Jericho. Well, though Jericho defected from WCW to WWF, but that's not the point. Tactics were changed. And, alright, we narc on WWE the way it is now. I mean, I think it could be a lot better. It's not great, but let's just say I've seen worse from WWE, but I've seen it a heck of a lot better. I think if you look at the years 98, 99, 2000, 01's an iffy year for me. 2002 was awesome. 04 and 05 and 07 were great years, but then 01 was a bit 06 wasn't that high on. 09 and 2010, a lot of people don't have anything good to say about it. 2011, best year since the Attitude Era, and CM Punk was the centerpiece of that. So, long story short, Gerann, yes, I would have been a supporter of the Ted Turner owned product that was run by Eric Bischoff. And now Eric Bischoff's going to want royalties. Question 2. Are you a fan of classical music? If so, which composer would you listen to? I'm not really a fan of it, purely because it's just not my thing. If other people like it, great. But again, it's just not my thing. I'm not, I don't dislike it, but I wouldn't call myself a fan. There are some things that Beethoven has done, which I'm like, it's a good musical piece, but I don't really have an interest in it. So, sorry, I just don't. Okay, question 3. What movies are you looking forward to most in 2017 and why? I think Justice League and Wonder Woman are ones that I'm particularly eyeing up the most, just to, see the context of where the story is going to go from Dawn of Justice. But I'm particularly interested in the movie that Michael Keaton, who we all know as Batman, is playing in a movie based on the true story of how McDonald's went from a family business to a global billion-dollar empire in the movie The Founder. And here's the thing with Keaton. I've noticed since he starred in Birdman a few years ago, he has been getting many, many, many more opportunities, and just proving that the man has more than enough left in his tank as an actor. I've always been a great fan of Keaton's work. He's a guy that strikes me as very no nonsense. He really dives into the roles that that he's done over the years. I'm very biased towards his performance as Batman, but to me, here's Christian Bale, here's Keaton. That is my opinion. It's neither right nor wrong. That is how I feel is the better Batman. Right here. But if I had to compare it, now to be fair with Ben Affleck, it's too early to say. Although he nailed it in Dawn of Justice, at the moment I'm not going to rate him because I need more movies to see him do what he needs to do. So basically, Justice League, Wonder Woman, The Founder. I'm looking forward to see what Underworld Blood Wars does. Now, here's a little thing for context. The whole concept of Underworld with vampires versus Lycans, it's a blood war. Why was this not the name of the first movie out in 2003? Has it really been 14 years? And Kate Beckinsale still looks amazing to look at. Which I know X24 Rider is nodding his head as good. Yes, I absolutely agree with this. How you doing, by the way, buddy? Long time no hear. I'm not... With the Power Rangers movie, I'm kind of on the fence with, because while the trailers look as though they're going with a much more sophisticated approach to the original concept that Saban did some 24 years ago, at the same time, I wonder if they're going too far with the gritty world realistic approach with the, you know, dark edginess for the sake of. I mean, I appreciate you can't do campy these days unless you're specifically marketing it for kids that are around 7 to 10 years young. But when you're doing it as, I appreciate that when you're doing it for a much more mature audience, you've got to do it in a way whereby people that are watching it think, okay, I can take this seriously. But I would prefer that they took a similar direction to what 2012's The Avengers did, whereby there are stakes, as I've mentioned in one of my previous videos, that there are stakes, but there's humor, there's things to lighten the mood with. Probably a good example of this is Knight Rider SG. I mean, this is a series whereby it wasn't too campy and light-hearted like the original, but it's raised the stakes enough to whereby it's still a family show, but it's not at a level where only the kids will just enjoy. The grown-ups will actually appreciate it as well. So that's what I would prefer Saban would do, because here's a little thing free of charge that people have been saying for about the last 5 to 7 years. Dark, gritty realism with regards to comic book movies and fantasy and escapism, this only works for Batman. Because of the origins of the character and how he goes about his vigilante duties, it makes sense. But when you try and do this for Spider-Man, the awful Fantastic Four reboot from 2 years ago, I sat through that. No. Just no. There are some things that, and this is something that my brother, the Random DCE, has said on multiple occasions. Find your own voice. Find something that says, this is you. This is, you creating your own image, your own style, your own MO, modus operandi, excuse me. It's finding your own voice. And it's a similar thing with the Man of Steel movie. Now, I don't get the outright hate that movie gets, but I will say, I know Henry Cavill is trying. I know that the man is, really trying to make Superman his own thing. But I think for future Superman movies and along with Justice League, get suits to actually, I don't know, have a little bit of humor. He's a beacon of light, not a Batman glowing blue and red, as I've said quite a few times regarding Dawn of Justice. I mean, especially with a line like, next time they shine your light in the sky, don't go to it. The bat is dead. Bury it. Consider this mercy. It's like, in what universe? Particularly if it's the Christopher Reeve universe or the Dean Cain interpretations. In what universe would Superman say this? If this was Batman with the powers of Superman, but it's still Batman's mentality, it's like, yeah, that's something Batman would say, but Supes? No. Yeah, I don't know. But yeah, that's what I'm kind of looking forward to this year, and sorry for the long-winded approach, but this is me we're talking about here. I've been known for doing long-winded approaches since 2007. And a minor note, this May will mark 10 years I've been on YouTube. 10 times the night. Where's the time gone? And with that, we come to an end of another Q&A episode. You know how this shtick works by now. Leave a question in the comment section below if this is on YouTube here, dynamicnight.com, Facebook, Twitter, River City Gamers. How you doing, guys? Or if you happen to see this on any other social media, and use the question with the hashtag AskTheKnight. But until then, folks, ask again, and special thank you to beachfrontrollproductions.com and Give Me Free Art for the use of their animated backgrounds for the green screen. Go check them out, they're awesome. They help a lot of people get started up with their royalty-free animation videos. Until again, ask again.